Awesome. Gosh, good questions, Melinda. I knew I was going to like you. Dr. Frank, in this particular episode, we're going to stretch the limits a little bit, and we're going to let you talk about what happened all the way until you were 11 and a half, okay?
Whoa.
And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Hang on.
My understanding from when I was born is that one of the things about heroin is, as my mother, I guess, did try to use less and less of it, but it doesn't cross the placenta like alcohol does.
She's a transitional character in her lineage. I mean, I keep going back to it.
Does that play into what happens later on for you?
I have been terrified my whole life that I would struggle with opiates if that ever occurred to me. So I've never tried heroin. If I was taken away by CPS multiple times from 0 to 12 years old. And so this was second, third time, maybe. I mean, I knew the white car very specifically. Yeah.
While you're talking about all this, you're saying, we were taken away by CPS a few times. At any point in those 3 times that you were taken away, was that better for you?
Really, really well. The toughest part is when we are let down by the people who should not let us down. Like, out of all people, like we said, our parents are, in theory, the people that we should be able to count on the most.
Right. So Oprah's definition of forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different.
Isn't it so important, Frank, that somebody else sees themselves in Melinda right now? Somebody who's in the darkness, who is maybe just a couple of years out of some of the same thing she went through, and you can look and on that screen, and you can see somebody who did it. You can see somebody who made the choice for themselves to do things on her terms.
And so that was definitely a learning experience in my life. And I had trouble having kids. And so I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. I went through 2 rounds of fertility, and that can obviously cause a lot of stress on a couple.
There are, we talk about folks that are in crisis. There are folks that are in more of a chronic situation rather than kind of an immediate crisis, right? That, they've been struggling with something for a really long time. And today is the day that they have the courage to actually go talk to somebody about it. Maybe they listened to our podcast today, right? And that gave them a momentary, a little bit momentum or whatever to make a phone call. I love what HOPJAX is all about, because it allows that person to kind of capitalize on how they feel in that moment, and they can make that appointment, and they can know that it may not be until Monday, but I have that appointment and I'm all set. And that's going to make me happier this weekend.